Everybody in the peptide business gatekeeps, and I honestly understand why. You buy a vial for $5 and you sell it for $80. The margins are insane and it's not saturated and it's completely legal. I watched 20-year-olds take their brand to over $2 million per month in peptides, but why would anybody tell you this for free? But today I'm gonna expose the entire industry. I scaled my own brand to 6 figures a month, then sold it. Now I help many others scale to 6 and 7 figures per month. Just give me 10 minutes and I'll give you the entire playbook all these million-dollar brands are gatekeeping from you, from payment processor, supplier, everything. So why does everyone gatekeep this so hard? There's two reasons. The margins are insane right now, and also why would they want other people to do it? It is extremely easy to scale right now if you do it correctly, which most of these brands coming in the industry aren't. The craziest part is peptides are now a $160 billion industry, yes, with a B, and nobody's really saturated yet. There's no top player right now. Before I give you all the sauce on how to start and scale your own peptide company from scratch, I need you to unlearn this one thing. This isn't a marketing play. That was an old playbook. It used to just be a marketing play, but now if you don't have your systems in place, your payment processor, your good supplier, your legal setup, you're not gonna have a running business. It'll get shut down. Your only job throughout the entire business is to not get killed. Through each one of the landmarks, you wanna make sure you're staying up and your brand is healthy. Now the part everyone tries to scare you with, is this even legal? Short answer, yes, and I'll tell you exactly how it is right now. All these big brands you see run on one model, RUO, which means research use only. All that means is you're selling for research use, not for human consumption, not for people to put it into their body, but it's behind a gated website that's for research use only. Your entire brand and website has to live by that. If you don't, you will get shut down. Even if you just say research use only on the website, you can still get shut down if your marketing or if your labels don't look scientific. All you need to do is keep the site clean, make it look like a lab, have disclaimers everywhere, and gate what needs to be gated on the website. I'm not a lawyer, this isn't legal advice, but I've worked with the best lawyers in the peptide industry and they all say the same. Your job is to stay up as a business. If you get this one thing wrong, nothing else really matters. Now, step 2, sourcing. This is where the entire internet lies to you. Everyone screams, go get your products from China. It's so cheap. It's $3 a vial. Yeah, that's true. The margins are great, but we ordered from 30 different factories, tested all of them with our Chinese VA, speaking the same language as them, and more than 20 of them came back as impure or fake product in general in the first order. Imagine what happens when you start scaling. You think they're gonna give you a real product, and on top of that, that's 3 to 4 weeks of shipping if it goes well and it doesn't get seized, and then you have to test for COAs again, which takes another couple weeks. If it comes back as not the real deal, you have to do an entire another order, do COAs again. That's gonna cost you a lot more money and even more time. My opinion is use American-made facilities. You get really good products for not that much more expensive, and it's also 2-day shipping to your door or your facility, and also you get COAs in 5 days. That means if and when you sell out, you don't have to wait an entire month and a half for shipping and COAs. You get it in a week. And guess what? It's still about 65-75% margin, so you're making a lot of money, better than a lot of other e-com industries.
Okay, really quickly, I'm editing this video right now, but if you want to learn how to start, build, and scale your own peptide company, make sure you subscribe. I really appreciate it.
Now, step 3, your payment processor. If you remember one thing from this video, make it be this, because it can kill your entire business when you can't even take payment. This isn't a regular business. You can't use a normal payment processor like Stripe or Square. Those will get you shut down really easily. They might work for a little bit. The second you start making a good amount of sales, you'll get shut down. You have to pretty much use a high-risk payment processor. Kind of hard to get accepted to a good high-risk payment processor. When you're first starting out, they're going to require pretty high fees, a rolling reserve. Luckily for you guys, I work with a ton of different payment processors because I've been in the industry for a while. I've helped hundreds of brands grow and scale from completely scratch. So these payment processors, trust me, I have different insiders at different payment processors with Stripe, with Square, where anybody can pretty much use it. They made it specifically for you guys. So Stripe allows it, pretty low fees, no reserves. It's really great for you guys. The great part about us is we have a processor for you no matter what level you're at. If you're just starting out, if you're at 10K, 20K a month, if you're at 200K a month, or you're at 2 million, we have people for you. I've literally only been able to make these connections because of my track record with these brands. They're actually trustworthy. They do the right things. They're compliant with what they're supposed to do. If you're not compliant, no payment processor is gonna wanna have you on. So have a compliant website, have a compliant brand. It all comes back to that at the end of the day. And also be careful for people charging you for their payment processor. A lot of them just take your money, you start making a sale or two, they shut you down, they don't refund you. They take the base fee, but never do that. There's so many dirty players in the game that just try to get you on a payment processor even though they know it's not gonna work out. Just make sure when you're starting out, you have your payment processors ready and you have backups ready in case something does go wrong. Now your fulfillment. There are 2 different ways you can do this. You can either package everything yourself, label it all yourself, send it off to people, but this is really hard once you start scaling. Another way you can do it is with a 3PL, a third-party logistics company that you just send your products to. They label it all with your labels, your branding, then they send it out to whenever you get an order, it just gets automatically sent out. It's obviously going to be a little bit more expensive just because you're doing none of the work. They're doing it all for you. But once you start scaling up, it is 100% worth it. You shouldn't have to be packing all your orders. In the beginning, it's fine. You're not getting that many orders, let's say after 20 orders a day. But when you have a lot of growth and you're scaling up, it is 100% worth it to do the 3PL, even though it's a little bit more expensive. But when you're starting out, it doesn't really matter. If you're only getting 10, 20 orders a day, you can just do it yourself. It won't take that much time. It just gets annoying when you start getting 100, 200 orders a day, then it takes a lot more time. But there's just one rule I don't think you should break when you do go to a 3PL. If you're based out in Canada, don't have an American 3PL, and vice versa as well. Have your 3PL where you're doing most of your sales. That way it doesn't really have a chance to get seized at the border because it doesn't cross any border. Now for your website, you can't use Shopify or Wix. You have to do it through WooCommerce, or what I see a lot of people doing right now is Cloud Code and Vercel. They launch it themselves. They connect their payment processor on their back end. I would never hire a dev to build out a store because they'll charge you $3,000 for something that can take you an hour to build, even if you don't really know what you're doing with Claude. Before I give you the last step, I'm having a completely free live training where I'm going super in depth on how to start, build, and scale your own company. I'm giving away all the sauce for completely free, very in depth. It's on August 4th. I usually charge thousands of dollars for this stuff, so make sure you sign up with the first link below. Also, I'm only going to be letting 100 people on this call, so make sure you're one of the first people to sign up. Okay, lastly, marketing. Once you have all the other stuff down, this is what pushes your business to getting those $2 million months. There are many different ways I've seen marketing work in this industry, and it's fairly pretty easy to market in this. Everybody wants to look better. Everyone wants to be more tan, be more fit, feel better. So it's very easy to market these products. I work with brands that hit $70,000 in revenue in their first month, and they didn't have any ad spend. They just did marketing that most other brands were scared to do. I'm not gonna expose every method I know because that can be a 2-hour-long video itself, but the one thing, I'm gonna give you guys something that not a lot of people are doing right now is UGC creators. So many people are just doing affiliates, telling people, here's this affiliate link. Not enough people are doing UGC creators with Peptide. Let's say instead of 40% or 35% commission rate, which it usually is in this industry, if you're just doing affiliate, you have them at 15% or 20%, and then you give them $200 for 10 videos. That way you get a guaranteed 10 videos. They also get commission, so they're still gonna wanna make really good videos, and then you can just sign them long-term for more money, less money, depending on how they perform. So then they get super unmotivated when they don't get a lot of views, they don't get a lot of sales. That's why I really prefer, and not a lot of people are doing it, you pay them upfront, you tell them make this many videos, you'll pay them at the back end as well once they complete all the videos, and then also you get them a smaller commission rate so they're still entitled to make good videos. That's some really good sauce. Not a lot of people are doing this industry. That alone, like basically it's a TikTok shop model, that alone can scale you to millions of dollars a month if you do it correctly. There are so many other methods, like how to actually get good affiliates, how to do paid ads so your ads don't get shut down, a Reddit method, different methods that I've seen that worked with million-dollar brands that not a lot of other people are talking about. I have literally the best connects in the industry, whether you need a good payment processor, a good marketing agency, email marketing, literally whatever you need, I'm your guy for that. So here's the honest truth. I want you to come out of this video with peptides can make you a millionaire. And it's very easy because people know the product works. If you have a good trusted product, you have a reputable brand that people trust, you will get return customers all the time. You buy a vial for $5, $10, you sell it for 80, 100, 120, no matter, you will make money. The margins are there and they always will be there. Most of these brands that are making millions of dollars aren't out hustling you or out working you. They're working smarter than you. They have the systems in place. They have the correct processors. They know how to actually market so their ads don't get shut down. It's not that they just work harder. It's that they're smarter about what they do. That's why everyone's gatekeeping it. They don't want you in this industry because they know how easy it is. It is literally free money once you get everything set up and you put a little bit of time and effort into it. If you really want to make $1 million peptide brand, this live training is for you. I'm going in a lot of depth of how to actually start, grow, and scale your own peptide company from all the things you need, your supplier, payment processor, how to market correctly. But I'm only gonna have 100 people on this live call because I don't wanna give all the sauce away to everybody, so make sure you sign up with the link below.